Dudettes. This is your fun-loving DJ Spinner.
And this is DJ Rewind.
This is KJOY, where God's Word is always true. Today you'll be hearing an old story dressed up in new clothes. It's all about a dreamer, his coat, and how God works through even the craziest circumstances to bring about his purpose.
The year is 1959. The place is Papa Jake's Fries and Shakes. It is the first day of summer.
Business is booming, but there always seems to be one young girl missing.
Where'd he go? Or his head in the clouds. We do all the work, but Dad likes him best. He thinks he's something special. He thinks he's a big shot. We think he's dreamy. Has anybody seen Joe? No! And so this is how the adventure begins. On an ordinary day with an ordinary delivery for a not-so-ordinary boy with an extraordinary dream.
I said delivery. Hey, who's in charge around here? Which one of you is Papa Jake?
That's our dad, but he's out of town. These are some of my sisters. This is Annette,
Cubby, Sharon.
I'm JD. I guess I'm the head honcho around here right now.
Fine, Mr. Honcho. Sign here to last shipment supplies for the summer. Make it last in September.
This was a downer for the diner. They were now short-handed and short supply.
It's our last shipment, JD, and summer's our busiest time.
What if we run out of food? What if we run out of cooks? It's almost noon and I haven't heard a peep from Joe.
Joe! I have got to get me a nicer sounding alarm clock.
Wake up! You've been sleeping on the job again.
I can't help it, JD. I try to get a good night's sleep, but God keeps sending me these dreams, like the one I had last night.
Here we go.
Wait, this one was the biggest dream of all. It was in CinemaScope, and Technicolor, and 3D. There was the sun, and the moon, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 11 stars, and they were all bowing down to me. Ta-da!
And what did God tell you this dream, Joe? That you'll be the boss of us?
Are we supposed to bow down to you?
In your dreams, Dad would say.
Special delivery from Dad, Papa Jake. Hey, Mr. Postman, look and see.
Is there a letter in your bag for me?
No, but I do have a letter and parcel for Master Joe.
Master?
I don't write him. I just deliver him. Toodaloo. Joe was only concerned with the box, but the letter was about to rock and roll JD's world.
Dad says he'll be away all summer. He's opening up a Papa Jake's West. He's put Joe in charge here at home. And in honor of his promotion, he's given him Dad's prize leather jacket. Out of sight. No! That's the last straw. This is such a big deal. We've got to do something about Joe.
Joe, he's special, he's the only one with a colorful coat out of all 12 sons. We're connected to the Lord above, he's not your average Joe. Ah, we all know Joe. Whoa, yes, we all know Joe. Whoa, and everybody knows. Whoa, this dreamer's not your average Joe. We all know Joe. Whoa, yes, we all know Joe. Whoa, and everybody knows. Whoa, this dreamer's not your average Joe. Hey, big dreamer, what you dreaming about? Who's in it, who's bowing down? Just a little brother always hanging around. He's not your average Joe. Ah, we all know Joe. Whoa, yes, we all know Joe. Whoa, and everybody knows. Whoa, this dreamer's not your average Joe. We all know Joe. Whoa, yes, we all know Joe. Whoa, and everybody knows. Whoa, this dreamer's not your average Joe. Oh, brother, don't be a bother again. These dreams might one day do you in. Wake up, get your head out loud. Say, come on, Joe, now don't be proud. Surely you're in state about bowing down. Really, I wanna be messing around. You're gonna find yourself kicked out. Ah, we all know Joe. Whoa, yes, we all know Joe. Whoa, and everybody knows. Whoa, this dreamer's not your average Joe. We all know Joe. Whoa, yes, we all know Joe. Whoa, and everybody knows. Whoa, this dreamer's not your average Joe. We all know Joe. Whoa, yes, we all know Joe. Whoa, and everybody knows. Whoa, this dreamer's not your average Joe. And everybody knows. Whoa, this dreamer's not your average Joe.
It had already been a wigged out morning, but the day was just getting started and a big change was blowing in the wind.
Ugh, adulation can be so exhausting. I think I need a nap before lunch. Just then, the big change arrived in a woody wagon.
Bonsai Beach buddies, we're on our way to Pharaoh's Point and are in need of sustenance. You got any?
Unfortunately, we only have fries and chips.
Gnarly. We'll take a dozen each.
Gee, we hardly have enough food as it is. They'll ruin us. No, they'll help us. Excuse me, but who are you?
Mine is Hot Dog, but my friends call me Hot Dog.
I'm Killer Bomb. This is White Belt.
All right. We'd like to offer you a specialty. 2 dozen fries and shakes in exchange for giving Dreamer Boy over there a one-way ride to Ferris Point.
Okay, that seems fair. Hey, Wipeout, tie Susan Boy here on top of the woody wagon with the other surfboards.
But first, take off his jacket.
Here you go, bro. You won't need leather where he's going. Bonsai mates, Ferris Point or bust.
count the waves on Pharaoh's Point.
Whoa, where am I?
Hey, dude, you hitchhiked us to Pharaoh's Point.
What's that?
Well, up there is a lot of sun, and down there is a lot of sand, and that's about it. It's called a beach.
But where's the diner? Where are my sisters? And where's my jacket?
They're all Splitsville, man. Looks like your relations want to send you on a permanent vacation. So mellow out. You may learn to like it here. Hang loose and hang ten, bro.
Aloha, Joe. Excuse me, have we met before? He's so dreamy. If this is another dream, somebody else is going to have to explain it to me.
And just when Joe felt like he could never find anybody who felt as bad as he did, he met someone who felt worse.
Get your ice cold drinks here. Best liquid refreshments on the beach. Special today at Coco's Walking Watering Hole. Perfect. I'm parked. Hey, over here. I'll take one. At your service. What would you like? How about a grape beehive? Don't carry it. Bubble up? Nope. RC double cola? Sorry, but this is what I do have. This is a plastic bottle of water. Who in their right mind would buy a bottle of water? No one, apparently. Business has been a bit slow. I'm sorry. Here's your water back. Keep it. I don't have any receipts anyway. That's lucky for me. I don't have any money. I'm Joe, by the way. Houston lost. Nice to meet you, Joe. I'm Coco. Broke and stuck. Looks like we both need some direction. Yeah, I know I want to help people, but I'm never sure how to go about it. I know what you mean. My dad always said we need to trust God with the future. God is always at work, even when we can't see what he's up to. Your dad sounds like a really smart man. He is. I sure wish he was here right now. I could use his advice. I've got so many questions.
This is a surprise. It's hard to believe. I have to wonder why this is happening to me. Do I know better? I like to think I do. But I know God knows what's best for me and you. Yes, I know God knows what's best for me and you. God knows He sees. I trust His plan for me. Only He knows what all of this means. So when some may doubt, I choose to believe. God knows He sees. I trust His plan for me. I trust His plan for me. I walk on, steady as I go. I won't be afraid. God
So, Joe, how long have you been on my beach?
I don't know.
How did you get here? How long will you stay? When will you leave?
I don't know. I really don't.
It appears you don't know much about anything, do you, Joe?
Well, my friend Coco and I were just talking about that. We're trying to trust God with all the things we don't know.
Oh, him. There's not much need for God on this beach. After all, we have me. Captain Shuby?
Yes, ma'am?
I charge this confused young man to your care. Find a job for him to do that'll give him some sense of direction.
I'll do my best.
Captain Joe, this is Captain Shuby, my deputy. You'll be working for her now. My assistants, Orchid and Hibiscus, will show you the ropes. Good luck. Even with your God, you'll need it.
Wow, Coco. Imagine. I've been here less than a day, and I already have a job.
Don't get too excited, Joe. Kuna doesn't treat her workers very well. A lot of them say they feel like slaves.
Well, that won't be me. See, I'm going to be the best worker they've ever seen. So, Joe, what can you do? I've been told I interpret dreams really well.
Oh, that's useful. Well, since we don't have any dream interpreters at present, you'll be assigned a different position on the beach.
Like what? Will I be a VP? A CEO?
No, you're a TF.
What's a TF?
Towel folder.
Menial job, but he was way grateful for his new in this strange place, and so he began each day by thanking God.
It's not my dream job, but it's the one that I've got. I'm going non-stop, giving more than I thought. Been working all day for just a little pay, a lot of overtime, but it's all okay. I'll be thankful, thankful to this job. I'll be thankful, thankful to my God. It's not my dream job, but it's the one that I've got.
Many days went by, and Joe let go of his promise. He was the primo worker they'd ever seen.
Excellent performance, Joe. You set a towel folding record. In recognition of your work, I'm promoting you to surfboard waxer. Carry on.
And Joe tackled his new job as before, with off the charts awesomeness.
It's not my dream job, but it's the one that I've got. I'm going non-stop, giving more than I got. Been working all month just to get it done. A lot of hard work, but I'm having fun. I'll be thankful, thankful to this job. I'll be thankful, thankful to my God. It's not my dream job, but it's the one that I've got.
Joe quickly became famous as the best worker on the beach. Some of his colleagues got jealous and falsely accused him of stealing.
Captain Shuby, go slower lanes. And wouldn't give it back. So he screamed, "Ah!"
The captain burned with anger, and so he threw Joe in the Surfside Slammer. But even in jail, Lord was with him.
Work is here to do. I know my God will see me through. No matter what he says before me, my God is with me. My God is for me.
2 minutes from the beach just pleased Kahuna, the snow cone, cupbearer, and the hot dog maker. They were thrown in jail with Joe. While there, they both had dreams. God will help me. Joe predicted a good unlock for the cupbearer. But
The sun was no longer shining as brightly on Ferris Point. The summer was ending and clouds were gathering, and an ill wind had begun to blow. Kahuna had spent many fitful nights haunted by his dreams. And so he summoned Joe for help. It had been many months since Joe had stood before the great Kahuna, looking for a job and a place to stay, but now Kahuna needed something from him.
Everyone says when you hear a dream, you can interpret it. Is that so?
Actually, that's not true.
It's not?
No. God is the one who interprets the dreams, not me. God will reveal what it means.
I understand. It appears there is a need for God on this beach. Now, I will tell you about my dream.
And so she told her dream. She told him her dream. It was indeed strange and perplexing. Every creature on the beach was starving, and the coconut trees had no coconuts, and God revealed to Joe what it meant.
The time of fun and sun may only be for a season, and it's coming to a close. Can't you hear the thunder in the distance? A storm is on the way, and it will cause much destruction, not only on the beach, but on the mainland. Food and water will be in short supply.
What can we do?
We must begin to prepare immediately.
And so we will. Captain Chewie, gather everyone together. And Joe, I'm promoting you to lifeguard. You'll direct the operation. Now, where is the girl who sells the oddly contained water?
Coco's walking water and pull at your service, great kahuna ship.
Good. Coco, you'll set up the food and water station. You will need to help a lot of people once the storm has passed.
You picked the right girl for that job, sir.
I knew God had a plan for me.
Attention, everyone! It's time to stock up and hunker down. Captain Chewie, sound the alarm.
And so, the storm descended on the once sunny beach. But they knew, with Joe's direction, they would find their way to safety.
Joe, do you think we're going to make it? My dad always said God is closest from the hour it's darkest. So he must be right here beside us. That's his promise, and it's a keeper.
As the beach began to rebuild their community, they never felt more like a community. They found out that the harsher the winds, the stronger they stood together. Oregon and Hibiscus organized a clothing cabana. Mr. Hot Dog and Snow Cone organized a food pantry, and Coco couldn't keep enough water bottles in stock. Even Captain Shumi and Kahuna helped out.
So, what am I supposed to do with these towels, Shumi?
Fold them, ma'am, fold them. And directing them all was Joe. He was more than just a lifeguard on the beach. Now, even people from the mainland were hearing that they were food and supplies because of Joe. Now, everyone called him Governor. Quite a change for the dreamer from the drive-in. In fact, he had a hard time even remembering that former life, until that former life arrived on the back of a bunch of choppers.
It was the crew from Papa Jake's Fries and Shakes, and they were hungry.
Welcome to Farrell's Point, everyone. It looks like you have traveled a long way.
We have. We used to run a drive-in up north. These are my sisters.
We're real hungry, and we heard you had supplies to share.
We do. If you just talk with our governor, he'll make sure your needs are met.
And so, Joe descended from his lifeguard's tower. As soon as he saw his brothers and sisters, he recognized them, but they didn't know it was Joe. His clothes were different, he was tan, and the sun was in their eyes. But then, Joe stepped down from his lifeguard stand to talk to them.
I see you have traveled a great distance. Have you come to find food?
Yes, Governor. Yeah, a little bit just here before, but now it's completely gone.
We used to run a drive-in restaurant up north, but the storm destroyed it. I'm sorry. Was anyone hurt? No, everyone made it out in time.
We heard that somehow you knew the storm would come, that you saved many supplies.
We were hoping we might buy some. Oh, no, sir. Our food is not for sale. It's free! Free? This is my assistant, Coco. She's in charge of the food and water station. I'm pleased to meet you. I'm afraid we may not have any extra food at this time. Governor, what are you saying? We'll have to check the inventory. Please come back in the morning and we'll give you our decision.
We understand. Thank you, sir. We'll see you.
This was a turn of events that Joe did not expect. He was deeply surprised to see his family after so long.
Joe, why did you say that? We have more than enough food, and we pledge to help any stranger in need. They aren't strangers, Coco. They're my brothers and sisters. Your brothers and sisters? I thought you said they never wanted to see you again, and that they sent you away while your father was out of town. Yes, this is all true, but that was a long time ago, when the summer first started. They seem to have changed. They didn't recognize you. No, they didn't. I'm sure I have changed as well. So, what you gonna do, Joe? I don't know. The sun is just set. Maybe I'll just sit on the beach and count the stars for a while. I used to be really good at that once. Counting stars, huh? That might be easier on top of a tower. No, I think I can see God a lot more clearly from down here. But you're on your knees. Exactly. I've been praying. And I'm starting to realize that even though my brothers and sisters did something terrible to me, You're right, Joe. God had a plan for your family. He brought you here so you could provide them and us with food and save all our lives. I think you know what God wants you to say to your family, Joe. Yes, I do know. God has forgiven all the wrong things I've done, and that makes me want to forgive my brothers and sisters. God wants you to forgive Joe, and you can. I can see He's in you too, helping you forgive.
We never know.
But as we live in faith, we set our eyes on what's above, and on Him who's given all things in His love. I'm in love because I'm loved, forgive because I've been forgiven. I'm glad and rest with God above. I can offer grace, mercy is what I've been given. All there is to say is I forgive. I forgive. I'm in love because I'm loved, forgive because I've been forgiven. I'll live in rest with God above. I can offer grace, mercy is what I've been given. All there is to say is I forgive. All there is to say is I
And as Joe and Coco prayed throughout the night, Joe knew what he had. And as the new day dawned, Joe knew what he had to do. Many people had come that day looking for food. Friends, family, and an older man looking for food for an entire village. But they waited patiently as J.D. and his sisters approached Joe once again.
Thank you for seeing us again, sir. I had to take stock of many things last night, but it seems that our storehouse is full. Overflowing, actually. And so I am happy to give you whatever you need. Yes. We will spread the word that the governor is the most generous ruler of all the land. No, JD, I'm not who you think I am. I'm not a ruler, and I'm not even from this city. You're not? No. I'm Joe, the one you sent to Pharaoh's Point so many months ago.
I don't believe it. Oh, Joe, please forgive us.
We all wonder what happened to you. JD said he would teach you a lesson. I've learned many lessons. JD?
Yes?
Please stand. Come close to me. It was God who saved lives. And it was God who told us to store food. And it was God who interpreted the dreams. Remember how Great-Grandpa Abe used to say that the whole world would be blessed through our family?
I do. Forgive us, Joe. What we did was very wrong.
Yes, your actions were meant to hurt. But God has been with me all this time, just like He's been with you. Now, tell me about our father. Is he still living? Did he survive the storm?
Indeed he did.
Papa!
The man who asked for food for an entire village was none other than Papa Jake himself.
We didn't know what happened to you.
When I finally got home after the storm, the restaurant was gone, and so were all of you. I prayed that you had found someplace safe to stay. And then I heard the story about this beach, and a very wise man who understood dreams and stored up food so that anyone who came to him would be saved.
No, Papa. It was God who interpreted the dreams. It was God who saved lives. And it was God who told us to store food. God has been with me all this time, just like you told me He was with you.
Yes, and he's brought us together again.
Papa Jake, I welcome you and your very interesting family to my beach.
Joe, who is that?
Her name's Frances, but don't ever call her that to her face. I think you should load up what's left of your fries and shakes and move here. You can rebuild your establishment right next to my hut.
Papa Jake's fries and shakes south.
Yeah. Your whole family is invited to live on the best part of the beach and enjoy plenty of
couldn't have said it better myself.
But the story was far from over. For Joe was just a preview for a great son that was born to his family. His name was Jesus. And like Joseph, who was loved by his father, hated by his brothers, and surrounded by evil people who intended to harm him, he was nailed to a cross.
But like God intended Joseph's suffering for good, God intended Jesus' suffering to accomplish the greatest good of all time.